Hi, my name's Deane Young, the current 2025 Pro-Sport champion. I drive the Watson haulage, S15 Silvia, and I am the mayor of Porrell. They're one day going to switch out the L&P bottle for my mug, hopefully. What got me into drifting was I used to pit crew for Taylor James. So I pit crewed for him for a couple of years. We done World Time Attack and all that stuff. It was always a when are you gonna compete? Are you gonna compete next year? Oh yeah, we'll see how we go. And then a year went by, like, oh, we'll do it next year. Another year went by, oh, we'll do it next year. And then I don't know, 3 years ago now, we decided to just bite the bullet and commit to a season. Mainly because we took the RB out of the car and put a JZ in, so we're a bit more reliable that way, you see.
Are you sure about that?
What am I looking forward to this season? New tracks. I'm going to be driving a new car this season. So we're parking up the Watson haulage S13 and we're building another chassis. It's going to be running the same motor and gearbox and all that stuff out of the S13, but you'll have to wait to see what chassis it is when it comes to it. One thing I'm not looking forward to, I wouldn't say I'm not looking forward to it, but I was kind of glad I missed the Pukekohe boat. I was like, oh, we're not having to drive Pukekohe or whatever, it's close. So I was like, oh, sweet, I don't need to man up and pull some gonads out of somewhere and enter on that first corner, just shy of 200 Ks. So I was kind of glad that I missed that boat, but now it's come back. I'm wary, but I'm ready for it. We'll commit. It's all right. I'll be there. Could I do a case? He's the only other Pro Sport champion that's gone up to Pro and taken out Pro as well. I'll give it a good nudge. Of course I can, 100%. So yeah, it's a scary jump. I've never driven on a semi-slick tyre, for starters. New car, new tyres, but we're just here to have fun and we'll just see what we can do. And I've driven with most of the boys up top, obviously not on semi-slick tyres. We've just been on radials over the years, but I'm all good mates with most of them. So I'm just here to have fun, man. It's going to be awesome. So out of the calendar, or the upcoming calendar, although it's a hike down to Invercargill, I always like doing new tracks. So like new tracks is wicked for me. I reckon the Invercargill round 1 and round 2 is going to be pretty wicked. I've watched videos of it. It looks super fast, and I think it's going to be wicked viewing for all the spectators and stuff too. It's going to be awesome. So why the chassis swap? There's a few reasons. So the S13 that I was driving, the Watson haulage S13, it's good, but it needs a little bit of love. Like, it's the diff's old in it, all that kind of stuff. Running on a radial 235 tyre, it hasn't been a big drama. It's had big power, some sloppy mechanical stuff, but because you got the big power in a small tyre, it works. It doesn't matter. Going to Pro, you got your semi-slick tyre, you got heaps more grip. We were still running D-knuckle front steering lock. Like, we don't run Wisefab in the S13 at all. It's just got a heap of old school parts in it that for me to jump up to Pro and compete in the S13, I felt like we were going to have to pour a bit of money into it to make it somewhat reliable to keep up with the grip of the semi-slick tyre. So with the new chassis, it's got Wisefab front and rear, it's got a big Winters diff, the bigger axles, everything's there ready to go. We just put our drivetrain in it and do a few mods, and then we should have a pretty well set up Pro car that will hopefully be reliable for the season. So one challenge or goal that I've set myself for is one, I haven't competed in the semi-slick tyre. So I think the biggest challenge for me is just going to be that loud pedal. With the semi-slick tyre, you have to commit and keep your foot planted because that's what keeps you on the track. Whereas with the Pro Sport 235 tyre, it does a bit, but you've planted your foot too much on a high-powered car, it makes it even more slippery. So I think committing committing myself as a driver and believing in myself as a driver to just do better. I think I am a little bit more reserved, and I think about way too much stuff and whatnot. I don't go out there with a massive head or anything because I'm thinking about too much of the things that could go wrong. So I'm trying to get out of my head a bit. That's probably the biggest goal is my mental goal. Like, try and get out of my head, just have fun, commit, and see what happens.
And your 2024-2025 Pro Sport champion is Deane Young!
So yeah, Pro Sport champion. Just saying the words is literally giving me goosebumps. It's crazy. It's nuts. Do I consider myself the best Pro Sport driver in New Zealand? Heck no. No way. No way. There's plenty of other people that I would consider better operators. I would say I was lucky enough to have consistency throughout the season and managed to walk away with the big trophy at the end, man. Like, I thought I had to win the last round to take it out. So to finish up in 4th and still take it out, I didn't actually realise I had won when I was standing out on the grass at Bay Park. I genuinely thought I was out there for a 4th place champion, championship running. But then when they read the other names out for 3rd and 2nd, I was like, well, if I didn't get 3rd or 2nd, then I'm definitely 4th. And then they called the 1st, I was like, holy crap, is that me? So yeah, it still feels surreal. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain how it feels, but it's cool. It's a cool feeling. I couldn't have done it without my crew, obviously. My crew is a massive part. Like, our crew, I feel, is more like a family, not a crew. We're all here to have a good time. Like, the amount of money that the crew put in behind the scenes, driving to events, food, fuel. I try and cover, the accommodation side of things for each round, but we can't cover everything as drivers, and for them to still want to come and commit to 4 or 5 hour drives down to fielding, and the boys have already bought flights for Invercargill. We've already locked in as a crew and bought flights down there. So without the crew, without the sponsors, none of this would be possible, right? I can't thank them enough for what's happened over the last few years, the same crew, and then to win the championship. We've got a few podiums last season, which was wicked, but to walk away with the big trophy and the crew's messages afterwards, like, oh, I'm so happy, like, this is awesome. Like, they felt the championship as much as I did, I guess. Like, it's their trophy as well. It's not just me as the driver kind of thing. So it's our trophy. It's our crew's trophy. Young Drift. Yeah, boy. What do I get when I win a championship? One endless exposure. This season, we were lucky enough that Drift Japan Tours was a major sponsor of D1NZ. So I will be going over to Japan. We've locked in for June next year. We're going to go do the Drift Japan Tours trip. I'm trying to get a couple of the pit crew over with me. So we've got 2 boys on at the moment. We got another D1NZ driver who's keen to try and make it work and come over with us as well. So yeah, that's going to be a hell of an experience. I can't wait. We're just trying to tee it up to go over at the right time and what works for all the crew and stuff. So we haven't rushed into setting a date yet. If I could give fans a fact of behind drifting. One thing I've noticed over the years, like pit crewing for Tay and all that stuff, I reckon it's the family vibes of all the drifters, if you know what I mean. Like, in other motorsports or other sports and stuff, you're there to win. If another team fails, then you're happy about it, right? You don't go out of your way to help the other team out to thing because you're walking away with more points than them. But with drifting, I feel like everyone looks after each other. If you have a breakdown, if you're looking for parts, there's multiple teams that are handing out, alternators or steering ball joints or steering arms, steering racks. all that stuff. Like everyone comes to the party because they want to win fair and square. You know, they want to be the better person on the day, and to win by default of someone pulling out, one isn't a like, yeah, woohoo, well done, bro. But like, everyone wants to see everyone compete. Everyone knows behind the scenes how much money you pour in to the sport, and I feel like everyone takes that on their shoulders as like, I'm going to help this person out because I've got the spare parts here. I want that person to compete. In a roundabout way of saying that, that's what I reckon. Long-term goals for future events, anything international. I'd love to do international stuff. I've gone over to Aussie and driven my cousin's drift car in Gold Coast. Went and done a weekend over there. He's invited me again to go back over in October to do Matsuri over there. Just fun days, not competition stuff, but I'd love to do anything international. Would be wicked, right? Anything, new tracks, new drivers to go up against. Japan, Aussie. Obviously, your highlights would be Ireland or something like that one day, but we'll get there one day maybe. Would I like to branch out into other motorsports? I'd love to do circuit racing one day. I reckon they're like I don't know about doing it full time or anything like that, but I'd love to just go to that other perspective. Like, we try and make our cars slide and position it, and I would like to do circuit racing sometime. I don't think I have big enough gonads and stuff to do rally. Rally is next level. I think rally drivers is something else. I'd love to go for a ride in a rally car, but I think there's something else. They're so cool. Wicked drivers. One message to the fans: watch Young drift. We're coming, baby. We're coming. Pro, look out. So I'm Deane Young, current 2025 Pro Sport champ, and we are coming to Invercargill, round 1 and round 2. See you there.
Southland, we're coming back. The 2026 D1NZ National Drifting Championship kicks off in Invercargill with a massive doubleheader this weekend. 2 days, 1 track, and the nation's best drifters going all out for glory. Feel the speed, the smoke, and the madness. Southland's ultimate motorsport showdown. Don't miss out. Pre-purchase your tickets at D1NZ.com.